It's time again for Legal Talk here on eRadio with Hahn Hahn attorneys. And today from the firm, joining us again is Merilynn du Plessis to talk about the new process about registering information officers and deputy information officers. Let's say hello to Merilynn. How's it going, Merilynn?
Hi, Ian. It's always well when I speak to you and the listeners. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Always nice to hear your voice. So today, talking about the new process about registering information officers and also deputy information officers. In relation with what is this, Merilynn?
Okay, so this is in relation with one of the latest new pain compliance called Papaya. They linked with the Protection of Personal Information and the Protection Access to Information Act. So I think that over the next 2 weeks we'll be touching a lot on privacy and, all those things that go into it. Perhaps, we explore the cyber attacks, computer outages, those things. But I thought that a person, where we would start by is your 101 in privacy law and compliance. And your 101, before you can do anything, before you can process any personal information, a person has to appoint an information officer and a deputy information officer. And without that, you are actually not allowed to process any information, special information and personal information. So previously, the regulator requested or required that information officers and deputy information officers register, and this was always done by hand. And then at a stage, what we were still used to, and this is where the change comes in, is that the regulator used to have a portal. And the regulators now, so that's now where the difference lies in. So it's kind of more breaking news for everybody just to have a heads up on the new requirement.
Okay, so they were obviously doing it very differently in the past, and now there's a completely new procedure.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate on the new procedure?
I do. Okay, so like I've said to you, the old procedure, and I think it's very important in this, especially for any information, deputy information officer, or actually anybody doing compliance work. The difference is that they've opened a complete new website just for these registrations. It's called e-services. So it's kind of like CIPC, and they've been doing the similar thing with the master's office. So I think that the one thing that I'd really like to highlight and just to give a heads up to everybody out there, the information regulator used to have the portal that was connected to their website when everything was registered. And to my understanding, by now 99.9% of South Africa had now registered on that portal. But the effect of this new portal is that everything that you had registered under the old portal has fallen away.
Oops.
So you need to migrate or re-register from the beginning under this new portal.
Okay. So you're giving us a nice heads up here today.
I'm giving a nice heads up on this is the latest thing that people need to be aware of. And then also what I'd like to tell you is if anybody wants to know where to find it, the portal's name is inforegulator.org.za. So this is a very big change. However, with this change comes very good news, because on this specific e-services, there's also very nice tools for information officers. Actually, for any company, they actually have tools such as self-assessments. So handy, nifty tools where you can actually go and do a self-assessment to see if you are compliant with the Protection of Personal Information Act and the Access to Information Act.
Can you just lastly give us that website again, Merilynn?
Sure, it's eservices.inforegulator.org.za.
Well, that's quite a long one.
So, yes,
it is
long. However, the good news is that on the previous, on the Information Regulator's website, there will also be a pop-up notice actually telling you, okay, this is where you need to go to, and then it will take you to the link. I think the majority of the problems that previous people like myself faced is, if you had bookmarked your that page or the portal, you wouldn't be able to access it anymore.
Okay. Merilynn, thank you so much. We appreciate the heads up today here on Legal Talk, and we say a big thank you to you.
And so welcome. Thank you. Thank you once again for having me.
Yeah, thanks for popping in. We'll chat to you again soon. Have a good rest of your day and week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Are you or your business in trouble and struggling to find a solution? Call Hahn Hahn Attorneys as we assist clients in finding solutions. We specialize in consumer and food law, commercial and construction law, forensic investigations, and administrative law. Visit hahnlaw.co.za. That's HAHN. We assist clients nationwide. Hahn Hahn Attorneys, because we care. Don't miss Legal Talk with Hahn Hahn Attorneys, Wednesday mornings at 10 on eRadio.